I want to ask you both because this is, I would say, arguably the gayest Star Wars, I think, by a considerable margin. And are you excited about that? Are you bracing yourself?
Star Wars gay. We're gay. They're
It's
gay.
pretty good. Let's be honest.
Hi, guys. I'm Vaughn, and they're cackling at you again after having made Star Wars their creepy fan fiction pet project from hell. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit today because it's not something that I can... We have to talk about this. We've been talking about it for years. We've been saying they have an agenda for years. People have been debating it. No. Well, I mean, here it is in its most raw, truest form. It's a gay woman made Star Wars gay, and they're bragging about it being the gayest thing ever. Let's rewatch this. Let's back this up and try to deal with this cackling one more time. I apologize in advance. Look at this, the smugness. All right, here we go.
I want to ask you both because this is, I would say, arguably the gayest Star Wars, I think, by a considerable margin. And are you excited about that? Are you
Not
bracing
the gayest
yourself?
Star Wars. Not the...
What is
Pretty
this?
good. Let's be honest. Leslie?
Weird black girl hand gestures that mean nothing, that make white people go, oh, you're funny and interesting. And she's covering her face in this weird feigned embarrassment. So this is the creator of the Acolyte. And if you don't know her, she's basically this raging activist person who has no real talent, but did serve under Harvey Weinstein as his assistant, if that tells you anything. And she's part of Kathleen Kennedy's next step in Star Wars, which is like, make it even more feminine. She did not listen to the numbers at all. She does not care what any of the critics have said over the years since they launched the feminized version of Star Wars. My personal story with it was that I went to the theater because people begged me to go see Force Awakens with them. And I was just like, this isn't a Star Wars movie. This is some weird feminist nightmare fan fiction. And Rey is gifted in the Force with zero training. It doesn't make any sense. It's a nonsense movie. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to tell a story or uplift us or give us any fun with Star Wars anymore. It's just about, did women feel included? Like this inclusion over fun thing, I'll never understand it. You guys aren't including anyone. Star Wars was already so fun in the 70s, way back when, that everybody went to see it. Guys and girls alike. My dad took my mom on a date to go see it, and they had a blast. They still talk about it, and they talk about how they were in line waiting to get into the theater for Empire Strikes Back, right? And then as they would see people leaving the theater, the looks on their faces, the glow in their eyes, it got my parents so excited to get in there and be the next ones to see it. That's the magic Star Wars had over people back then. Now it's just, are there enough women and minorities, and are they all just butt fucking each other? Basically, after Kathleen Kennedy took over a bunch of creepy feminist organizations, we don't even know them. We don't know all their names. You know, you don't hear about them that often, but they're there. And they came to her and they went, so when is a woman going to direct a Star Wars movie? Because that's really important. It's not important. It doesn't matter. Is that woman a fabulous action adventure director? And can she tell a good story? Okay, then hire her, you know. And then they were like, okay, now when is a woman going to be a lead? Well, that's what the Acolyte is. It's a gay woman creating it, and then this black woman, I guess, starring in it. She's mad at the evil white Jedi, and she's murdering them in the Acolyte. That seems to be the plot. Every time these white women get together and come up with something, it's always the same shit, isn't it? A black woman's really fed up, and she's like killing all those evil whiteys. That's what the Acolyte is, guys. Anyway, let's get into the cackling again and gayness.
How do you feel?
Am I gay? Yes.
Well, no, I know you are gay, but I'm asking, are you
Shit.
excited about putting this, this is going to be a talking point.
Is it going to be a talking point?
I'm sure some.
Because nerds are gay.
Well, some nerds are very not gay and are very...
Now here comes the nerds are gay. When? Since when? Nerd culture was so weird to grow up in because I was mocked for being a fucking nerd for liking comic books and anime and shit. And now it's like cool to like it. So now the weird gay people who've been told that they're the coolest and they're on top in society. I mean, when I lived in Chicago, gay people were treated like royalty. You could get away with murder. You could sexually harass people, and all the white women just cackle at it. I'd get sexually harassed by the gay guys across the street who'd come to our tea house from the fucking beauty shop next door, and the white women would just go, same cackle. They all have the same cackle. So now they're saying nerds are gay. It doesn't mean anything. I just think they say I think they think blades of grass are gay and the moon and the stars are gay to these. Everything's gay to these weirdos because it became popular to say it. I don't know. It's really weird social phenomenon.
You're threatened by gay
Well, that's
stuff.
true. But
Yeah.
in my world, nerds are gay.
Okay. Was this the fun element of?
No, I don't think so. And yet people have told me that it's the gayest Star Wars, and I'm frankly
You're offended?
into it. No.
Here it comes. So they're into it. Star Wars never needed anything gay in it, ever. And gay people could still enjoy the movie. But for these people,
I think that Star Wars
it's about
is so
themselves.
gay already.
Okay.
I mean, have you seen the fits? We'd be like, look how gay this is, and then send each other a reference photo.
And are you telling me with a straight face that C-3PO is straight?
They're a couple.
C-3PO has no genitalia. Robots don't. He was built by a little boy named Anakin Skywalker. Remember? Aren't you paid millions of dollars to write within this world, this universe? Okay. But calling him gay is looking to call characters gay in pop culture has become something that a lot of gay activist-y types are obsessed with. I mean, obviously, the way they're talking, they say they send each other things and go, look how gay this is all day, every day. The obsession with it. But yeah, it's now robots are gay to these people.
That's what I think. But this is more outward.
I think it's canon that R2-D2 is a lesbian.
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
Yeah.
Ask Filoni. Okay.
They have what? R2-D2 has a muff diving mode now? R2 doesn't deserve this. A lesbian. Was R2 feminine? These robots without any genitalia are sexual to you people. Maybe you're all just fetishists at this point, and you should be directing porn. Why are you directing family adventure films for Disney if you're this obsessed with buttfuckery? That's my question.
Ask for
Can you
one.
imagine?
Yeah, talk to Filoni.
All right, enough of that nonsense. And right now, I'd like to present something else. I'd like to present the lead
When people watch The Hate You Give,
in The Acolyte back in 2018 when Trevor Noah was still doing Daily Show. Trevor Noah, who's married to a white woman, by the way. And here they are talking about the hate she received. She received a lot of hate. Let's see. Let's look into this shit.
when people watch The Hate You Give, what do you want them to walk away with? Because I know everyone has a slightly different feeling.
Well, I mean, white people crying actually was the goal.
Same cackle. Clapping. Guys, let me explain something to you. If this was two white people and they were cackling about making something to make black people cry and the audience was clapping, like our whole country would shut down. Mainstream media would lose its mind and everyone would say we live in the most racist, evil society ever conjured by humankind and the show would be shut. Trevor Noah would be apologizing and be fired. This person would this chick, she would never work again in Hollywood. But it's two supposedly oppressed people who make millions of dollars and get to star in shows and for Star Wars. And Trevor's been paid god awful amounts of money to be a total mouthpiece for the agenda. Married to a white woman, and here, I mean, dude, if you were a white guy married to a black woman and you heard someone say something like that, I mean, would you be like, clap, everybody, applause? Let's applause white people having our own entertainment turned into making us feel bad, trying to make us cry, trying to destroy us, trying to tell us we're bad people. It's the weirdest, most socially inept phenomenon I've ever seen in my life. And this is welcome to America, everybody. Welcome to what we've turned into. We gave the power and the wealth to a bunch of people in order to supposedly fight racism. And the first thing they do is, racism! Fuck white people, am I right?
It was the
So yeah, this was back in 2018. They've always been weird, creepy activists. They hate white people. They love shitting on what we've created and what we enjoy, and they cackle about it. How this helps everybody feel included in Star Wars is, like they claim, is beyond me. It seems to me like they've made some pretty defining lines in fandom. You're either a crazy activist who thinks this stuff is great and you get those nips hard every time you see a black woman do something powerful, which is like every TV show now, by the way. Yeah, so much for diversity. It's all the fucking same. It's all the same. In fact, check this out. The Gina Davis Institute. Yeah, you heard me right. The actress Gina Davis, once she was not hot and in movies anymore, she got really embittered and launched a whole institute where they talk about how white people are evil and there's not enough lines for women in scripts. And they count the lines of women versus the lines of men in scripts and then put out all these numbers. Well, they recently put out numbers that show that black women are shown as being in power and having good jobs, excellent jobs, over white women in television shows now. Isn't that interesting? They claim diversity is about reflecting the world outside your window and reality, when in fact, it doesn't reflect reality at all. There's not more black women in positions of power or jobs. Black women and black people in general aren't doing that great. They're doing worse than ever, and crime is up, murder rate is up. It's horrible. And they're not doing anything about it. They're too busy just taking a select few and putting them in positions of power so that they can cackle about gayness and white people being lame. That's the world we live in now. So, Star Wars, people are going to tell you because of the Acolyte being dog shit. And by the way, it cost them a pretty penny to make this show. Basically, they're putting all they have to bet on feminism and bet on feminist creators who are obsessed with gayness, make porn, not children's stories, weirdos. And now they're going to pay the price. It's going to cost them a lot. The show's already bombing like crazy. Nobody likes it. And check this out. Guess what, everybody? Guess what? Now that it's going to bomb, they're just going to do it again and again. And all the typical people are going to come out and say Star Wars is dead. Well, guess what? It's not dead. It can't be dead. They're going to make more. It's not dead. In the future, they're going to make a Star Wars thing that's good. And then all those people are going to have to go, Star Wars is alive again. That's not how it works. The people who are telling you it's dead, they're trying to sensationalize. They're getting clicks. They're getting YouTube revenue, okay? I'm going to tell you the truth. Star Wars has been taken over briefly. It's like a bad fart in our culture right now. It's like they turned something so cool and fun, and that was already for everyone, into something lame and politically obsessed and gay, apparently, according to them. I mean, they think R2-D2 and C-3PO are gay. What the fuck? So, for right now, do not despair. Laugh your ass off. Point and laugh at the weirdo racists. Point and laugh at the weirdo pornographers. And tell Disney what you think. Be as critical as you want. But don't despair. It's not dead. Okay? Don't you worry about that. It's going to come back one day. There's going to one day, I don't even know when, and I don't know who will end up doing it. There will be a good story that comes out of Star Wars. I promise you guys. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm Vaughn. And watch something else, man. Cancel your Disney Plus. Do something real.
Vaughn's Haunted Castle.